Ladies and gentlemen, the criminal mastermind of our generation. The Al Capone of New York criminality and politics. The rampant disregard for the rule of law. This man, the Orange Menace Monster Cheeto. His disregard and his flouting of conventions and norms. I mean, the endless examples of laws that he's broken from working with Russian intelligence officials, which never happened to now. Oh, and to asking Zelensky to investigate Biden, which actually wasn't even a crime, and something he actually never did. He never pressured Zelensky to go after his direct political rivals, which is what they did to him, because Zelensky was asked, and he said, no, he never pressured me to do anything. He has a right to ask if our beloved President Biden is corrupt, okay? He has a right to ask that. We have him on tape, and now we have his son's emails that corroborate the tape. But anyway, Trump Organization could face criminal charges as soon as next week. CNN, the trusted news and name. Do you want to know what they're getting the Trump Organization, not Trump, on? Because they have his tax returns. They found bupkis, not a zero zilch, on Trump. They didn't find anything where he did something. He did not work. So MSNBC hosts and everybody else, that's why it filters through. There is zero difference, and I have such great respect for Sam Seder. I would love to debate him, but there's zero difference between CNN, MSNBC, and Mr. Seder. It's the same thing, just in a different format. He has a call-in show where he, disparages people, and that's what they accuse Crowder of. Anyway, we can go on forever. I have an open debate challenge to him. He's running away, apparently. He's not accepting, so therefore, and I have a lower sub count, so therefore I've won. Oh my God. Where's my 30,000 subs? Anyway, that's fine. I'm very happy with where I am. But they're getting him, ladies and gentlemen, not on colluding with Russia, which is what they said he did for 4 years. Not on pressuring any leader to investigate anybody, and most of the stories now are complete nonsense. A book comes out. 2 people familiar with the matter comes out. Then it's a story about Trump, and then 5, 6, 7 publications publish it, and it's complete nonsense. But what are they getting Trump on? What is this? The orange Al Capone of our generation? That he paid for his CFO's grandchildren's tuition. I would love to get Mr. Seder's take on this, or anyone's take on this. On the left that looks at Trump and says, oh my God, this man, there's an Atlantic article, when will he face consequences? Consequences for what? What did this man do? Oh, okay, so technically it's against the law to pay for your CFO's grandchildren's tuition. All right, they're really searching, aren't they? They wanted something, anything to get Trump. So here, if you can look, this is a real estate, therealdeal.com, DA targets tuition paid for Trump CFO's grandkids. Prosecutors probing Trump Organization school of CFO's grandchildren. The Week publication. Manhattan prosecutors are reportedly investigating if Trump paid tuition of CFO's grandkids. He did what? Hit subscribe to this channel right now. Hit subscribe to H.A. Goodman's other channel. The links are below in the pinned pinned comment. He did what? He paid for his what? Manhattan prosecutors are reported. And in the minds of Democrats, I don't have Twitter. I haven't had Twitter for 3 years, thank God. I don't have Facebook because social media is the scourge of this generation. Okay. When you look, and by the way, you have to watch. You have to watch that 1 hour, 1 million viewed clip on Steven Crowder of what really happened. because it's really hilarious. But this is the Dave Landau is absolutely hilarious. He has like about 20 minutes of the most hilarious things you've ever heard in your life pertaining to exactly what happened and the certain player and explaining what he thinks of certain players pertaining to that public relations debacle for the left, not Crowder. But this is hilarious. So you look at Trump, and they don't have anything on him. And Twitter, you're gonna see people, yes, finally justice is served. He can't pay for his CFO's grandkids' tuition. This is what this $10 billion taken from the people of Haiti or raised for the people of Haiti from the wonderful foundations linked to Madam Secretary. $10 billion. You had $10 billion raised for the people of Haiti. Less than 3%. And I interviewed an amazing Haitian-born journalist, Daddy Cherry, in the Huffington Post. Less than 3% went to the people of Haiti. Uranium One gives millions into the foundation. That's okay. President Obama doesn't veto the sale of 20% of U.S. uranium capacity eventually belonging to Putin. Eric Holder held in contempt of Congress. 17 Democrats also voted. I mean, we can go down. Libya, completely and utterly destroyed because of Biden's and Clinton's and President Obama's failed NATO intervention. I mean, we can go down the list. Private servers with top secret intelligence. Okay, listen. The key to reporting on the Clintons is not caring. I don't care anymore. I never really cared. I never really disliked. See, you have to, when you report on Madam Secretary or either Clinton, but especially the top secret and special access program intelligence, you almost have to say, oh, good, they got away with it. But just to let everybody know, just want to let everybody know, it's actually the most illegal thing you could ever do with top secret intel on private servers that James Comey covered it up. James Comey allowed to take place. Because in his infinite wisdom, he said, she didn't mean to do it on purpose. Top secret intelligence on private servers, the CFO grandkids' tuition, special access program intelligence on an unencrypted server, or eventually, or at the time, on servers that were unencrypted for 3 months, running outside of the United States government, eventually for 4 years, where even President Obama didn't even know that his own Secretary of State had servers running outside of the United States government. Could you imagine if Pompeo had a server for 1 day running outside of the United States government? It would be the 1-day server. Oh my God, he was sending love letters to Putin for Trump. Oh my God, at the Atlantic, in a CNN post-truth moment, But she had 4, and it was because of yoga. Trump paid for his CFO's grandchildren's tuition. They were searching for something, anything. This is what the left is all about. Crowder, is Ethan of H3 reaches out to Crowder, not the other way around. It's cold feet Ethan. Then passes the baton to the intellectual giant of our age. The Democrats, liberals went from Gore Vidal, Noam Chomsky, at one point Christopher Hitchens, to the great Sam Cedar. And everyone's like, oh, he was afraid, he wasn't a college student. Who do you think Cedar speaks to all the time? Just regular people on his show. Libertarian does this. A conservative does this. Rush Limbaugh, caller, does this. Okay. The change my mind, kids, young people, college students know just as much, if not more than Cedar. So he wasn't afraid. Crowder wasn't afraid of the intellect. It was the principle. And Tim Pool has a great segment on it. But the thing is, it was a public relations victory for the left, just like this is a public relations victory for Democrats and liberals. But it's not really a victory. Everyone should understand it is not about the rule of law. It is completely, purely political. They cover up actual crimes of Democrats and then try to uncover crimes not even of Trump, of people other than Trump, so they could flip on Trump somehow. Even though they have Trump's tax returns, they found nothing. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right